Right. So the question start number 1 is numerator. What is numerator? -3 squared divided by 9 minus -9 minus square root of 121. Okay. Do we have multiplication? No. Between two brackets there is no dot. If there is no dot, it means not multiplication. If it is not multiplication, that question becomes addition subtraction. All right. So the fraction, we work on it first. Right. And in the fraction also, I will work separately numerator, separately denominator. Okay. So numerator part, -3 squared, what it is? So it's 9 divided by 9 is as it is, because the denominator I can't do anything. Okay. What can we do about this? It is positive 9. Two negatives, negative times negative is positive. Right. Negative is as it is for the last part. And square root of 121. Do you know how much? 11. Okay. So for 3 places you work, you got 3 marks. Okay. 1 mark is the final answer. So 9 divided by 9 is how much? 1. So it is 1 plus 9, which is 10, minus 11. So it's -1. Finish the story. Right. That is number 1. Number 2. Right. So this time in numerator we have 2 brackets. Okay. Plus another fraction, -2 cube divided by -1 squared. Right. So I have 4 places to work with. Right. I have 2 fractions, 2 numerators and 2 denominators. Don't worry about whether you get the final answer or not. Right. I must concentrate one place at a time in maths. Okay. So I'm concentrating first on numerator. First numerator. Right. What will be that answer? -3 times -2. I say times because in between 2 brackets there is no sign. Okay. So it is times. So first we multiply the sign, negative times negative, positive, which we don't need to write. Yeah. And 3 times 2, 6. Okay. Denominator is just 3. I can't work with it. Right. Then plus sign as it is. I go to the second fraction. Numerator once again. Negative cube. Negative cube. Negative. First we work for the sign. And then 2 cube is okay. Denominator now. Negative squared. Positive. And 1 squared is 1. Okay. Let's work on the first bracket here. 6 divided by 3. How much? 2. Negative divided by positive? Negative. So there is a positive and there is negative. What will be my final answer? And 2 minus 2 is? Okay. Okay. What is that number 3? It has got a 5 squared and minus 10 squared. Is it squared? Yeah. Minus 2 cube times positive 3. So we can start with the first bracket. Bracket and square. Exponent first. Okay. I will not do negative times negative first because here it is times. Okay, before I go for times, I'll go into BEDMAS, bracket, then comes the exponent. Okay, I'll use the exponent first. Okay, so what's the answer for negative 10 squared? Negative squared is positive, and 10 squared is 100. Okay, if it is positive, there is no need for a sign. And there is negative outside already there. Okay. Then the second part, negative 2 cube. What it is? It's a negative, and 2 cube is 8. And there's a negative sign outside there already. Okay. So between two negative signs, it's a multiplication. Times 3 times 3. There's nothing I can do about this 3, which is in a bracket. Okay. So what are we left with to work for? 5 squared. There's nothing there, so I can just do squared and I write its answer 25. Okay. Right. Then there is a multiplication here, so I must work on multiplication. How many signs in multiplication? 2, and both of them, they are negative. So 2 negatives in multiplication is positive, and 8 times 3 is, so the other 2 remains as it is. So 25 plus 24 minus 100. You see, I add first all of them. So it's how much? 25 plus 24? 49. Minus 100? 51. It's a negative 51. Yeah. That's fine. There's no problem. Fine. But it's better, easier, you use positives first, all, then you don't get the negative answer. All right. If I get sometimes at the end, there's no problem. Okay. Then if I do that way, I have to do positive and negative. My answer will be negative, and again negative and positive. See, to avoid that one, all positive first, then all negatives later. Okay. All right. That's number 3. And now number 4. I'll give you time to copy. Please try to understand, otherwise your books will fly. Minus 2 cube minus 3 times minus 3 times 2 cube. Okay, let's work on a bracket part first. What is the answer for this? It is negative 8. Okay, and there is a multiplication here. One multiplication, another multiplication. So all of it is multiplication. I can work one time. So let's talk about the sign. How many signs are there in multiplication, and what are they? 2 signs, both of them negative. So negative times negative is positive. Then I can say 3 times 3, 9. 9 times, how much is this part? 8. 9 times 8? 72. So negative 8 plus 72, or 72 minus 8. Positive first. 72 minus 8. 64. That's my answer. Okay. Any question? No. So your work from now is from 5 to 12. Okay? Go ahead.